Oh my god, there's... Why didn't it, like, dash? Isn't it supposed to, like, take the spear and then run at you? You're telling me it just stood there? Something you have to deal with. Oh my god. Ain't no way. Oh no, there was one left. If there's ever a time to run vampirism, it's right now. Chat, keep a look at my health bar. We're at 11%. What's going on, everybody? Veedotme here with another great video. What you're gonna see today was recorded on our Twitch live stream. If you're not already following there, take a moment to click the link in the description, join in on the conversation, and watch stuff like this happen in real time. Either way, thanks for joining in, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, welcome back to 21 BC. This is the BC climbing challenge that we have come up with ourselves, making dead cells too difficult to actually win. Right now, here's a list of all the modifiers that we have active. We have monster HP plus 50%, monster damage plus 50%. Blaze is always ticking until the map is cleansed. Merchandise categories are gone from the shops. More of our food is infected. Potions no longer heal infection. There are no attack indicators. Mandatory YOLO first as our first mutation. All of our items are plus quality unless they come from a curse or legendary. Cursed chests now grant 15 curse instead of just 10. We only have 2 health flasks max. The minor forge is disabled, so that means no more rerolling of fixes. Maskers are added, which give fog of war on the map. There's no recycling and no starting gold, so economy is in the trash. Mandatory cursed biomes, which is the new update 35. Boss's last gift, so every time we kill a boss, we have to take 1 item from it. Monster's last gift, which means every monster that dies drops a bomb on the ground. Also, the bomb is poisoned. And there's a mandatory bank. Whenever it shows up, we have to go into it. Do we have what it takes to finally win this extreme difficulty? This has been torture. Like, I cannot believe how difficult 21 BC has become. It's like actually some of the most difficult stuff that I've seen in this game, and it's multifaceted. It's not just a matter of, oh, monsters have more HP, so it's actually harder. It's like everything is hard. The difficulty is unending. Even choosing the tubes. You would expect some of these tubes would be a no-brainer, but I see this to be very, very bad on all of them. Like, I'm gonna take this Maw, mostly because of Spike Shield and Scarecrow Sickle. Actually, before I do that, let's see how this is with Wings of the Crow. We're basically relying on Wings of the Crow to do all the damage. Can't even handle 5 VC, same. What we really need is more Wings of the Crow. Because at least that gives us some wave clear. For those who don't know, Wings of the Crow does AoE damage around the monster. It's really hard to articulate how much damage Wings of the Crow does like that. Because you can see the shock, but you can't really see much more than that. This does electrical damage, which might be a little exciting. Not very fast. Ooh, that looked good. I literally can't hit this. I wonder if the Wings of the Crow is doing damage on every card. That would be kind of strong. But I have a sneaking suspicion that we're doing, like, a lot of damage, which is rare when you're playing on 21 BC. Damage is usually not possible. Toxic sewers for sure. Let's eat the food, do the challenge rift, not in that order necessarily, and get out. I feel like the other thing that makes this hard is the YOLO. Like, I am almost positive if I did not take YOLO, I would actually be able to win. Because I could take Point Blank, I could take Tranquility, I could take Crow's Feet. Point is, we'll have actual options, and this is almost like you're playing Hades. You're removing options from the player, and that in turn makes things harder, in some cases, not in a good way. Though Blaze Blue, a game that I have been trying a couple of instances of max difficulty, they also removed choices from the player. Like, you get your classic pick 3, and now it's a pick 1. Oh, yeah. That's the damage I remember. Though, if we did something like that in Dead Cells, like you go into a shop and there's like only one item in there, I could kind of see that as a way to add difficulty for an imaginary 6BC. Unfortunately, we're never gonna like get to that. But it's definitely interesting to think about. I want to get up here as fast as I can. Wow, if you were to ask me, is killing Deck the GOAT of 21 BC? I would have told you no. This is surprisingly effective. It might be because we have the synergy. It's really hard to get synergies. Those things have been getting me killed too. That is a really, really evil curse just now. I won't stop BB until I complete the Codex. That's Blaze Blue. So the Codex in that game is like the tactics. I'm not done either. I've been trying to do some poison lately. They just buffed poison in that game. I think they still have a long way to go before it's good. It's good in theory, but due to the high speed of the game, it doesn't really work very well. Basically, imagine poison in Dead Cells, except the poison doesn't actually tick until like 5 stacks. Or I guess bleed. Bleed doesn't work until you have 5 stacks of it. That's like not good. The game is too fast-paced. The monsters don't survive for long enough. And once you get to a boss, you may say, oh, well, that's just a boss-based affix. You'll easily stack that much damage, and then you'll get this nice pop at the end. But in reality, the amount of damage you have done on just your normal attacks is so much more than the eventual poison at the end. Part of me thinks this is probably not worth trying. If I get Wolf Trap, though, Wolf Trap will make this actually awesome. There is a Mimic on this map, too. Mimicked Blowgun. No, we need synergies. I gotta not think about just grabbing an item because it's a good item. We gotta think about grabbing an item because it does stuff. Like this Gilded Yumi, Toxic Cloud, that's actually good. Playing keep away right now. Okay, that's a backpack. Though, I really should just go Acrobatic Pack and screw them all. As much as I would love to see that in action, this is probably the better choice. You got options. This sucks, by the way. Corrupted Prison with Curse Incentive. Electrical damage, heavy crossbow. I think that's anti-synergy with Gilded Yumi. As cool as that sounds. I think right now we rely on Gilded Yumi and try to find some poison synergy. I've been dying a lot. And that's a good thing, because that means the difficulty's working. If we weren't dying, someone would say that this is probably scripted content. And or maybe it's not possible to make dead cells hard. We screwed ourselves. Yeah, the Gilded Yumi's gonna pop off, for sure. Perhaps not go across the map while you're cursed. Let's take it one at a time. See, nice and simple. It's not a race. The world record is on the table, but versus who? Versus ourselves. There we go. Owl does poison damage. I do like the idea of the heavy turret for CC. Does give us some extra damage too. If I could get a heavy turret that had like synergies on it, that might be the answer. So what we need right now is any kind of weapon that does bonus to poison or bonus to shock. Preferably a ranged weapon. Preferably a ranged weapon that actually doesn't mind having the monster yeeted across the map by Gilded Yumi. Another one. Okay. Besides the curses, this is not looking half bad. We have to go to Ramparts. It's not my first choice, but here we go. Yeah, I could have done a couple of things today. I almost thought to even bust out League of Legends, but I said no. Almost thought about bringing in Try Me Dead by Daylight. It's a definite no. You know what? I'm gonna try Fight for Your Life. I know we're kind of hurting on damage, but with all the curses and stuff like that, maybe we actually need to start running this to prevent some failures. Sick outfit. Does not match at all. Hello? Go down, please? Oh, it's so fast. Back in the day, Wings of the Crow could not go up ladders like that. It couldn't go up ladders, period. That's new tech. Twins? Purple, we'll take it. It's funny, I still get questions every single time I do this, where people say, my dead cells only goes up to 5 BC. How is his at 21? And it's like, it's such a great question, because that means that someone is like genuinely invested. I don't know if it means someone wants to have 21 BC themselves. I assume the answer is no. But it just, like, you're planting the seed in the viewer's mind. There's content afoot. and they are deeply intrigued. 21 BC unbeatable? We're a few days in. Yesterday was probably the worst day. I died way too many times. Wow, the bomb is falling on my head. But this has been, like, actually the best thus far. Like I said earlier, probably the most important part is the fact I'm dying. If I wasn't dying, then maybe the whole challenge goes out the window, right? Means it's too easy! What kind of fast fall is this, Smash Brothers? I wasn't holding down. The dude just went straight to hell. No river Styx or anything. I cannot move. I was stuck for about a year. Unable to do anything. Like, did I fall that hard? Now that I think about it, I'm curious if Fight for Your Life even works if you have the poison thing. Because, like, I'm gonna get hit by a monster, I'm gonna get poisoned, and if I'm cursed, that should count as me taking damage. And I just die on the spot. Does not do poison, does not do lightning. Oh, slow down. That is poison, but I don't think that's what we want. Maybe it's not bad. Shots pierce. Burning frozen. It's all my money gone. We'll go conjunctivious. Cannot afford the food. That's the other thing that makes it seem very difficult, is the lack of funds. Like, if I could just buy food right now, then we'd be set. I have $2,000. So it's like, I don't even have the chance to get the 4K for food. We have boss's last gift right here, so I have to take whatever item shows up, which will probably have to be the skill, so I don't lose my repeater. Oh my god. That wasn't awful. I have seen much worse. Oh, please! Right there. Perfect spot. I have no ammo. Yeah, I think just the normal shots, it's perfectly fine. Please, I need this legendary bad. Okay. All right. We got a game on our hands. We're gonna lose an item here. Get a bunch of stats. I guess we lose heavy turret. It's a little unfortunate. We have to go graveyard. Which is also unfortunate. But if we're lucky, we can get a legendary that actually does something. If I have to full swerve out of the, like, Gilded Yumi setup, that's okay. Legendary. I'm gonna take it. Let's be clear about that. Is this necessarily going to up our power level? It does do electrical damage. I guess worst case scenario, I could just float above the monsters and let it die to the leg hugger. Double leg huggers. I could run quad leg huggers, as a matter of fact. I just don't know if that's actually good. I could play Ash Ketchum, Pokemon trainer build. Basically just keep away. I'm gonna say I'm running. I'm not gonna contest that skull. Let's go. Oh, is that happy birthday? Did that even reach? Barely. Help! This is scary. Like, genuinely terrifying. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. I got cursed, and then I almost went right onto the bomb. Nothing up there, right? Just ignore that stuff. Veedotme. Like, if it ain't food, don't even bother. We haven't been to Graveyard in so long. It's like, every time we route for 21 BC, it just, this isn't the route. I don't know why exactly. Nice. Alright. Not a curse. Does not do poison or bleed damage or shock damage. I don't think we take it. I think we have to stick to synergies. Alright, let's dial in. Tesla Coil. Is that better than Wings of the Crow? It changes the gameplay a little bit. Because, like, there's still the possibility I just pop the wings and then fly over the monsters while the leg hugger eats them up. I can also do that, which is, like, really nice. Another one. And, like, everyone's getting shocked when I do that. Let me take that. Keep that malaise down. It's you. You did this. Okay. Chat, we may have found a potential game-winning build. Never thought I'd see the day. Knock on wood. This is not easy to get off. Like, yeah, the leg huggers do bleed, but I don't think that's the hit. It's interesting, though. And there's a boomerang on the map. This is not a throw. Spreads oil. Leg huggers want burning to be fair. Not a throw. This is 100% an upgrade. Alright, him! Surely that was the right choice. We have to go Undying Shores? Does Wings of the Crow work on Scarecrow? Can I get swiped out of the sky? Alright. We're almost there. I could even go Dracula in this setup. Marksman, Crusher. Everything else can stay. Oh, right. Forgot about this. That means potentially I should not have spent money, because I could get something better here, but let's assume that we needed to spend money just to clear the map we were on. And we're gonna need the money spent to make more money. We won't have enough money on this map unless I can kill. If I can't kill, I can't buy. Ooh, boomerang tech? Y'all see that? Infinite boomerang. I should try to let them eat a little bit. The easy stuff, at least. It's like they can eat those, I think. That didn't look very good at all. 25 tactics, pretty good number. Volley of arrows. Do wish we had maybe some better fixes than volley of arrows and launch a grenade. Obviously, Tonic can get things like 100% duration, but I know that's a legendary affix. Surely there's something else out there that doesn't count as a legendary that's better than volley of arrows. These kids have not had a single drop of. I'm the most patient gamer in Dead Cells right now. Normally I'd be all over the place, but you just can't do that. Sometimes I wonder about popping on Isaac every now and then. And then I remember like how far I am from like being toward the end of Isaac. That game just has so much stuff in it, and while it's fun, like unless I got a speedrunner save or something. Oh my god, I screwed up. Why did I not getting rally? Oh my god, it deleted itself. I got none of my health back. Like, I dare say that my pets ruined that somehow, but I don't think that's what happened either. Whoa. As you can see, it gets taken away extremely quickly. Yeah, whatever's scaling our damage right now is doing a very good job. I don't even know what's really doing the damage. It's like a little bit of everything. Eat! I'm gonna say, we were doing a very good job of keeping our melees low. It's just now the maps are too big. Okay, so that's Celeste. Gonna avoid that for now. Eat! You missed! Eat! Alright, so we'll go into the food shop area just to try to help cleanse. Only issue with this is that, like, we're getting really closer to cursed monsters and stuff like that. Ayo, 21 BC with the wings was the answer. I don't think it's just the wings, but that is like part of the equation. It's like we've been fighting with base stacks with no ability to re-roll, right? And if you think about dead cells and how to make a busted build, it's all about getting these affixes to work with each other. But in 21 BC, you can't change your affixes. So we ended up like just searching out some kind of synergy. Wings of the Crow showed up first, and then Gilded Yumi, that does poison, showed up after. Eat! And now we're hoping that that's all we need. We brought in fire because I believe the leg huggers want the fire. But like in regular dead cells, sometimes I don't even consider the affixes as like a requirement to win, because the boss is just gonna die to my gameplay. But when the boss lasts for 50% longer, you know, it becomes an issue. Nice. We'll take that for the health. Even though the monsters deal 50% more damage. Toxic Cloud Wolf Trap. That would help against Scarecrow, but I do feel like Wings of the Crow, if I just float above Scarecrow, I'm probably fine. That is assuming that Scarecrow cannot hit me up there. So that means we're not buying anything, which is a little weird, considering we came to bank, but I did not come to bank on purpose. The rules made me go here. We're really putting a lot of faith in the leg hugger right now. You may say perhaps more than is warranted, but I believe. Yo, look at that outfit synergy. Holy smokes. You ain't never seen drip like this in your games. Don't even think you've seen drip like this. This is next level. Help! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tom bout. Alright, it's over. That's all I got. Crap! Get in there. Oh my god! There's no way! Wow. I don't know why, but for some reason I have the hardest time getting past Scarecrow when it does the water spout. It's like the angle at which it turns almost puts the hitbox like flipped on the other side of the boss rather than the hitbox like moving gradually through the boss. It like teleports the hitbox. So like, let's say for example, this starfish is Scarecrow. Like the hitbox is right here. I have to roll through the hitbox and get to the other side of Scarecrow. It's gonna flip the watering spout and it's gonna be right here. And it extends throughout this platform because it moves at the same time. The outplay, I guess, is you're supposed to just fight it. I think it's only like 3 hits will knock it off. But dodging through, I feel like, is very inconsistent. High Peak Castle mandatory. We can still go to Dracula from High Peak, so I think that's okay. There will be monsters that block bullets. Let's check again. Double leg hugger against... Oh wait, I'm fighting Dracula. I can't go... Oh god. I can't go leg hugger to Dracula. I have to go Hand of the King. These won't even hit Final Phase Dracula. It's a little annoying. Patience. Will you aggro? Yes, you will. Let's not. You think it can hit? 5 things I wish I knew, Dead Cells Edition. What actually reaches Dracula and what doesn't. That's a rare curse, by the way. That's like a less than 15% chance curse. All I have to do is not fall on a spike. Yeah, like, don't even bother with this thing. You know you're not running phaser anyway, there's no chance that you even look at it. 32 tactics. Yeah, let this thing come up. What? Land, maybe? Oh, wow. It refused to fight me due to Wings of the Crow. It's like, unless you go on the ground, I know we're both flying, but that ain't a fair fight. World premiere door? We've gotten this spoiler before, so this is not a PB. It's not a Health Flask PB either. Eat! Slackers over here. I believe. Just don't go into spikes. We're chilling. Did you just aggro that? Wait, what? Little hungry leg hugger just went right down there and killed the elite. Unlucky curse. Good thing we cleared the curse. So what, that bomb is just bigger than the bombs that drop from enemy death? Eat! Oh, wait, that's not half bad. Double leg hugger. And then all I have to do is dodge. Wow, that scared the crap out of me. With the fog, I had no idea what that was approaching me. It's like a minor detail, but the fact that it's coming out of the fog is like a completely different setup. Just otherworldly difficulty. Yeah, imagine if I got cursed out of the darkness and then got hit by Royal Guard. No wards. No vision on the map. Uh, 11,000 health down to 9,000. So the thought process is that I'm taking 0.5 more damage anyway. So maybe 1,000 or 2,000 health won't help. Like, that's the tactics mentality anyway. Like, I have all these points in tactics. I'm just gonna take a ridiculous hit anyway. Which might only be, because if you think about one-shot protection, if it's not 3 chances, then essentially nothing matters. We need to survive 3 hits for it to be impactful. Otherwise, like, we may as well just get damage. Oh my god, we didn't do boss's last gift for Scarecrow. I just realized. Alright, So let's assume we would have ditched an item. We would have gotten rid of what? Boomerang is my guess. And now we have to replace that. Burning. Double damage electric whip. And technically, I could ditch Wings the Crow and take the double leg hugger. Ain't no way. This does not do oil or anything. I really wish I could just fly. That would be great, but let's assume... A, we have to assume Leg Hugger even hits Dracula in the first place. And B, if I can get a clean first phase Dracula, then we might have a decent second phase Dracula. 34 tactics, definitely nothing to scoff at. Boss's last gift, so we'll assume that we have to drop the Molotov or whatever phase 1 Dracula gives us. Are we going for Dracula no hit? I'm going for winning the game. That's the only thing I could possibly ask for at this point, is just give me a win. 21 BC has been an absolute monstrosity. And I still basically messed it up because I didn't take an item from Scarecrow. So, like, you might not even consider this as a true win. You might say V's cheating again, I knew it! So, he does bullets first. I could just hang and let him get chomped a little bit. Wow. I lagged. I'm not even gonna contest those. For some reason, if you roll towards the bombs, the odds of you getting hit by it are extremely high. I have to take the baseball bat. We drop Firebrands, I think. Because we know for a fact Electric Whip will hit and do the shock. Yeah, I mean, it's double damage Electric Whip, right? So we have to. So that's another rule. For 21 BC, boss's last gift, if a boss drops items, you have to take at least one of them. And we decided to count Dracula because you don't have to do 5 BC Biome and you don't have to do Servants. So that makes it technically more difficult if you have to lose an item. Alright, leg huggers are worthless. They found it. The only place the leg huggers hit. They just go AFK sometimes. Does this do oil? It does do oil, but we don't have a burn source anymore. I almost forgot what this is. Because it's been so long since I've been here. Did I lose my leg huggers? They were like underground or something. Eat! Oh, disengage. Oh, wow. What was that? He tried to kill me post cutscene. I still had the bubble, right? It would be so funny if, like, at the end of this, it shows, like, a kill count. A death count, that is. Like, it just shows you died right after the cutscene. Wow. I mean, it's unfortunate that we didn't grab an item from from Scarecrow. Pretty much the same thing would have happened, right? I would have ditched Boomerang and basically ran through the biome with Wings of the Crow spamming Molotov. Doesn't really matter. Unless it was Ferryman's Lantern. If it was Ferryman's Lantern, I would have had to have lost both items. In which case, that means I would have taken the skill, which, was it Bombard? I'm going off memory right now, but if it was a Ferryman's Lantern, I would have had to have taken the skill. I would have lost Wings of the Crow, and then I would have had only the Leg Hugger with no Wings of the Crow. I think that was still doable because I would have had the Acrobaty Pack, the Boomerang, the Molotov. Like, I think no matter what, we're still golden. But it's a lot to think about. Like, that could have changed tremendously in High Peak Castle. Alright, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I like to get you all the best content that I can. If you want to take a moment, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, ring the bell notifications so you can get those. You could also consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member. All of those are links which are in the description. Just scroll down and you'll see them. Either way, thanks for joining in, and I'll catch you on the next video.